Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are right now, sitting in your room, driving home, walking through a crowded street, or just standing in a quiet corner of your life, I want to tell you something that might change how you see success forever. Discipline beats motivation. Every single time, we live in a world obsessed with motivation. People want to feel inspired, fired up, excited. They watch motivational videos, listen to powerful speeches, and chase that burst of energy that makes them feel unstoppable for a moment. But the truth is simple. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the fuel. Motivation makes you start. Discipline makes you finish. Motivation feels good. Discipline feels hard. Motivation fades. Discipline lasts. Today, I want to show you why discipline is the key that unlocks every door to greatness and how building it can transform your life in ways motivation never could. Let's talk about motivation for a moment. It's emotional, it's loud, it's exciting, it's the goosebumps you feel when you hear a powerful speech, see someone else succeed, or dream about a better future. But motivation is also inconsistent. It comes and goes like the weather. One day it's sunny, full of energy. The next, it's cloudy, cold, and nowhere to be found. The day you're motivated, you feel unstoppable. The day you're not, you feel empty. Imagine building your life on something that fragile. That is why so many people start strong and then disappear. New Year's resolutions, gone by February. Gym memberships, empty by March. Big dreams, slowly forgotten, buried under excuses. Why? Because people depend on motivation instead of discipline. Now let's talk about discipline, the quiet, unglamorous, often uncomfortable force behind every great achievement in human history. Discipline is doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like doing it. It's showing up when you're tired, working when you're uninspired, trying again after you've failed. It's choosing growth over comfort, progress over excuses, and long-term reward over short-term pleasure. Discipline doesn't care about how you feel. Discipline cares about what you want to become. If motivation is emotion, discipline is commitment. If motivation is the spark, discipline is the fire that burns long after that spark is gone. Look around. This world is filled with dreamers, millions of people with goals, ideas, and visions of success. But only a small percentage ever reach the top. It's not because they're smarter, more talented, or luckier. It's because they're disciplined. Talent can help you. Luck can help you. Connections can help you. But without discipline, none of it lasts. Talent without discipline is wasted. Luck without discipline is temporary. Dreams without discipline are just fantasies. Every champion, every CEO, every top athlete, every great creator, they didn't rise because they were motivated every day. They rose because they were disciplined every day. Motivation asks, "How do I feel?" Discipline asks, "What must be done?" You know the difference between the person you are and the person you want to become. It's not motivation, it's discipline. Motivation asks, "Do I feel like working out today? Do I feel like studying today? Do I feel like pushing forward today?" Discipline says, "I don't care how I feel. This is what I need to do." That is the mindset of winners. When you build discipline, you stop relying on your emotions, and emotions are the most unreliable thing you can depend on. Some days you'll feel strong. Some days you won't. Some days you'll feel confident. Some days you won't. Some days you'll feel inspired. Some days you'll feel broken. Discipline doesn't care. Discipline carries you when motivation disappears. You don't need to be a genius to succeed. You don't need to be gifted. You don't need to be born into success. You need discipline. Because discipline turns average into excellence. It turns weakness into strength. It turns dreams into reality. Let me tell you something powerful. Success is not about doing extraordinary things. Success is about doing ordinary things consistently, waking up early, working on your goals every day, reading, training, saving, improving, refining, repeating, not once, Not twice. Every single day. Greatness doesn't come from the big moments of motivation. Greatness comes from the small, boring, consistent moments of discipline. Think about the battle between comfort and discipline. Comfort is easy, it feels good, it's safe. But comfort kills greatness. Every time you choose comfort, you delay your growth. Every time you choose discipline, you build your future. Waking up at 5 a.m. isn't comfortable. Going to the gym when you're tired isn't comfortable. Studying when you'd rather scroll, uncomfortable. Starting a business when you're scared isn't comfortable. Saying no to distractions, uncomfortable. But nothing great is built from comfort. Everything great is built from discipline. Discipline is the highest form of self-respect. When you keep promises to yourself, you build confidence. When you break promises to yourself, you break your identity. Every time you say, "I'll start tomorrow," "I'll do it later," or "I'm just not feeling it today," you're teaching yourself that your words don't matter. But every time you do the hard thing, even when you don't feel like it, you retelling yourself, "I am someone who follows through. I can trust myself. I am becoming stronger." Discipline shapes your identity. Your identity shapes your destiny. The hardest part of discipline is just starting. Your mind will resist. Your body will complain. Your excuses will scream. Your fears will whisper. Because your old self doesn't want to die and your new self doesn't want to be born. But once you start, once you push past that first moment of resistance, once you take that first step, something incredible happens: momentum. And momentum is more powerful than motivation. A small start leads to small progress. Small progress leads to small wins. Small wins lead to confidence. Confidence leads to bigger wins. And bigger wins lead to transformation. But none of it happens if you don't start. Discipline is a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. You're not born disciplined. No one is. Discipline is built through repetition. Think of it like going to the gym. The first day feels heavy. The second day feels difficult. The third day feels uncomfortable. But if you keep going, something changes. You get stronger. You get faster. You get better. Soon, discipline becomes natural. It becomes automatic. It becomes who you are. The things that were once difficult become easy. The things that once scared you become normal. The things that once overwhelmed you become routine. That is the power of discipline. Some people think discipline is restrictive. But the truth is the opposite. Discipline gives you freedom. Financial freedom, because disciplined saving and investing creates security. Physical freedom, because disciplined training gives you health and strength. Emotional freedom, because disciplined habits give you stability. Time freedom, because disciplined schedules eliminate chaos. Career freedom, because disciplined effort builds opportunities. The more disciplined you become, the more freedom you earn. Success belongs to the disciplined. You don't need perfect conditions. You don't need ideal timing. You don't need endless motivation. You need discipline. Because discipline turns "I hope" into "I will." It turns "I wish" into "I work." It turns "maybe someday" into "today is the day." And when you become disciplined, you become unstoppable. So, if you take one message from this today, let it be this: motivation is a feeling. Discipline is a decision. Motivation makes you feel good. Discipline makes you grow. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is permanent. Motivation is the spark. Discipline is the engine. Motivation starts the journey. Discipline finished it. So starting today, rely less on how you feel and more on who you want to become. Wake up, show up, do the work, even when you don't want to. Especially when you don't want to, because in the end, the person with motivation may start the race, but the person with discipline will always finish it. And finishing is what creates greatness. Thanks for watching. If this message resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more. Now go out there and build your discipline.